Good morning, happy Friday, and happy Halloween to all. Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag market update. A lot of red on the screen here this morning as agricultural prices are moderately lower across the board. Beans right now, they're down 5 to 6 cents at our near session lows. Even meal down $2 a ton, that after closing higher now for 13 consecutive sessions. Bean oil is down about 40 points. Feed grains also down about 3 lower in corn, near session lows. Actually steady to about 6 to 7 lower in the wheat. Minneapolis holding into a slight green here, quarter to half cent higher. There are indications China has booked another 4 cargoes of U.S. soybeans off the Pacific Northwest, bringing this week's total cargo purchases up to 7. This is roughly 430,000 metric tons, or nearly 16 million bushels. This is just under half of the roughly 33 million bushels needed per week in order to per week through the end of January to reach the 12 million metric ton figure suggested by U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent 24 hours ago. The Secretary also stated that China has agreed to purchase 25 million metric tons of U.S. beans per year over the next 3 years. In the past decade, the average amount China has bought each marketing year is just over 27 million metric tons. Deliveries against the November contract were fairly heavy at 677. This after a spike in registrations yesterday. The market seems to be taking this in stride as the Nov-Jan bean spread is pretty much steady here near 16 cents. Speculative traders, they were big buyers across in the soybeans again yesterday, nearly 20,000 contracts. We've got that long position now up to about 75,000 contracts, and if realized, that would be the largest in nearly 2 years. Speculative traders were also buyers of 4,000 contracts of corn and meal, pretty much flat in the oil while selling 3,000 contracts in Chicago wheat. We've got that money manager short position in meal still at about 70 to 75,000 contracts. No CFTC updates today with the federal government still shut down. During the session, I do expect we will see data from the EIA on biofuel production capacity and feedstock usage. This will provide a glimpse into how much bean oil was used in the production of biofuels back in August. The Buenos Aires Grain Exchange, they report Argentine corn plantings have advanced to 35%, while their wheat harvest has advanced to 8%. While they held their wheat production forecast unchanged at 22 million metric tons, they did point out that a recent cold snap may have impacted the crop in the south, indicating that consequences from this cold snap will be clearer in coming days. In the U.S., mostly dry conditions across the Midwest over the next week should enable harvest operations to start winding down for many areas, and rains are expected to fill in across some of these dry areas of west central and northern Brazil. D's corn, that is pushing towards this week's low at 426. This week's high at 437 was just above that 50% retracement from the February high down to the August low. We do have major moving average support in and around that 420 area. Inside trade for Jan beans overnight. Yesterday's high was a 13-month high and nearly $1.15 off the low from August. D's bean oil, that fell to a new low for the month with the next support at that September low at 48.89. New 7-month high for D's meal overnight before pulling back a little bit. Obviously, China's pace of U.S. purchases, I think, will go a long way at driving values here in the soy complex in coming weeks. Wheat, not much new there. We are challenging 50-day moving average resistance in both Chicago and Kansas City. Analysts are forecasting Russian wheat exports in October coming in at or just below that 5.6 million from a year ago. Thanks for listening. Have a great day, great weekend.